comes out to the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Here's 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Eric Stokes, the man there defensively to break that one up.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
Got it. Ready.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We just watched a solid first half from the 2022 rushing champ, Josh Jacobs. He's up over 100 yards rushing for the game already, and he scored 3 times as well, as they went to him early and often, and with good reason. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Bears offense about ready to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Williams going to keep it on the zone read. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
3rd and long. Here's Williams. That's over the middle and taken in by Odunze. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. A quick slant, looked in by Moore. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down. To throw is Williams. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. He'll swing this out to Swift. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball. And while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space. Because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry.
To try to throw again, here's Williams. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Chicago. Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears are able to edge a bit closer. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable with Reed. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The Packers offense and their running back set to go once more. And as we go through the highlights, no shortage of touchdowns today. 3 trips to the end zone in this one. The combination of the power, the speed, everything on display, and the defense has seen it all.
Here we go. Hut.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
That one on target to Watson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. And he will score again. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon.
Just a great way to finish off a drive, and it was something they thought they had a matchup advantage all week long, was in the ground game. And you can see here, they executed at the offensive line. He got some nice blocks downfield from his wide receivers and tight ends, and he was able to do the rest.
McManus on for the point after. And now another extra point off the mark. 3 misses on extra points in this game alone. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Tyler Scott. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bears offense and DJ Moore heading back onto the field. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Give up the middle with Swift. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is third down.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back. I'll be honest, Mike, I think everyone in this stadium, when that ball went up, you're thinking pick. Fortunately for him, there wasn't a defender in the area, and he's able to reel it in for a nice gain.
The Bears sending out their punt team. Nowhere to run that time. Punt team got down there quickly, and they're going to stop him back inside the 10-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense.
And this will not be a spike. He faked it. This is caught. And he's taken down up past the 35.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Jacobs. Whoa! And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Set. Ready.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. And he continues to rack up the yardage on the ground, and that last run puts him over 200 rushing yards in this game. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Down. Hut, hut.
A handoff running left. It's Jacobs. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Switch. Yellow. Set. Ready.
On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. Strong. And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. Now it's McManus for the point after. It's up and good. And the Packers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to take over once again. Things not looking good, but see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Williams. That's complete. It's Odunze. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Let's go now.
Now Williams. That's to Odunze again. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Here's Williams. He's got the hook up there to Odunze. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a 1st down. Throwing again, Williams. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
Let's go. Alert. Alert. Bring it. Hey.
Off play action. Here's Williams. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10.
Ready.
On the ground, it's Jacobs. Yards are hard to come by there. They work it down to the 37-yard line. Second down and 8.
Here we go. Set. Hut.
Running is Jacobs. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Ready.
They'll run with Jacobs. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Ready. Here we go.
They'll run it to the right here with Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
And that is incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
And that one not going to get there, and it's wide to the left as well. It's no good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
Here we go, set.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. And that one is intercepted. Jair Alexander picks it off. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Well, they had a big hole to climb out of, and now it is even bigger. Greg, the defense was waiting for it, feasts on it, and they get to celebrate with a pick 6.
Well, a very fitting way for this one to come to an end here, Mike. This has been a completely dominant defensive performance. This pick 6 here in the 4th quarter ends what has been a total runaway.
McManus on for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Packers add on to their already sizable lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. That complete to Swift. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that...
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Packers have it. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. Now it's McManus for the point after. It's up and through. And the Packers stretch things out even further. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bears offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Here's Williams now to throw. He'll try to set up the screen here to Swift. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Williams. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Sometimes in the NFL, you have to be careful what you ask for. This offensive line, they were very clear to us this week. They wanted to take on this group. They loved the ability to be challenged. Well, they might have poked the bear a little bit too much because they've now surrendered a whopping 10 sacks in a single game. And I don't think there's been any signs of this pass rush slowing down. This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. And he has put in a full game's work and then some.
Okay, ready?
Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Let's go now.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Not much there, maybe a yard.
Ready, set. Let's go.
On play action, Love. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Ready, break.
Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal.
Set. Ready, go.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Marked down at the 6. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one's decided. Not sure if they needed to take the timeout, but take it with them. They need 6 for the touchdown. Second and goal.
Down. Set.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. So, it's a win for the Packers. And right away, you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. As a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Packers are winners as we say so long from legendary Lambeau Field.